The school is trying to drive up attendance.
A time for giving back to the community.
Cats in the community are looking for homes.
The girls' basketball season starts.
And Are You Smarter Than Senor, Christmas edition.
Hi, I'm Jason Lopez Martinez.
And I'm Courtney Thorstensen, and you're watching Eagle Zone. The school is seeing progress, but there's still room to improve. Aberdeen is trying to get its attendance numbers back up to pre-pandemic levels. This has been a goal all year with the school district. Eagle Zone's Caitlin Sarda checks in on progress at the high school. Caitlin?
The percentage of students skipping has increased in numbers due to a fallback of COVID. That can lead to academic and legal issues. At Aberdeen Central High School, Principal Jason Uttermark is trying to get attendance levels back up to where they were before the pandemic.
When we had the COVID challenges and kids coming back from that and stuff like that, we actually bottomed out at a low of probably like an upper 87s, like 87.8, 87.9 or something like that. It's now coming back again, and we're back up over 90, but it has not fully recovered.
Sophomore Alec Bultema admits his attendance this year hasn't helped the district improve its attendance record.
There's just not really much enjoyable about it, and I can go to work and make money instead of being here.
But the law says students need to show up.
When students are not showing up, parents have a legal obligation to get them here. And if students don't show up, we file truancy with the state's attorney's office, and then they work with the parents.
Bultema has received a truancy letter already this year.
My initial reaction, I really didn't know until my mom sent me a picture and she said, "What is this?" If a kid doesn't want to go to school, you should not punish him for not going to school. You should just let his own actions have their own consequences.
But Ottermark explains that poor attendance has a negative effect on students.
When you see our failure rate, it is almost always related to attendance.
The school is trying more than just truancy letters to get back. Creating a positive environment and where kids want to show up can be a solution.
Thanks, Caitlin. According to the latest report card released by the state, the Aberdeen School District had a 91% attendance rate for the 21-22 school year, and it was 96% before the pandemic.
You might have noticed trees around town with gift wishes on them. Those trees make sure kids have presents this holiday season. Eagle Zone's Braden Lynn joins us to explain. Braden?
Christmas is the time for receiving and giving gifts to your family. But what if you could give one to a family in need? You may have seen these trees around town, but they aren't for decoration.
Well, Angel Tree is a program that the Salvation Army uses to provide gifts to children. So we put names of children between birth and age 14 on local Christmas trees, and the community helps purchase gifts for those children based on their wants and needs for Christmas.
There are 300 families and 500 kids this year for the program. That's a big jump from years past.
So we have angel trees out in the community of Aberdeen at Uptown Mall and at Walmart and Dakota Bank and other locations, which you can see on our Facebook page, where the names of local children are listed with their wants and needs for Christmas.
The sign-ups for this program are over, but if you really need to sign up, you can talk to the caseworker.
Thanks, Braden. There are still gifts that need to be purchased if you're interested.
The Humane Society has a lot of pets up for adoption. In fact, there are so many cats it's out of room. It's partnering with Central's National Honor Society to find homes for the animals. I talked with organizers of the effort.
The National Honor Society is promoting an event sponsored by the Humane Society where Central students and their families are going to be invited down on December 18th from 1 to 3 to come hang out with their cats. They have a surplus of cats right now. All of their rooms are full. They've been using break rooms and bathrooms to hold some cats, and they can't afford to take in anymore. So what the National Honor Society is doing is we're trying to help promote the adoption of them by raising awareness to how many cats they have and hopefully get some of them to their forever homes.
We take in kittens from January all the way back down to December. We have kittens at any given time. And we can't keep up with that amount that's coming in. We can't keep up with the amount of people who are trying to bring us cats.
If you're unable to adopt, raising the awareness for it, how many cats they have, is extremely helpful in any way.
You can donate supplies, so we're always asking for kitten food and kitty litter. You can donate money towards vetting bills. You can keep an eye on the neighborhood cats as far as if you happen to see one that you're taking care of that's not necessarily yours, but you're feeding it and it's coming up to you. If it's an intact cat, if you can afford to get it fixed, we'd really appreciate that. What it comes down to is the only way that we're going to get out of this is if people start fixing their pets more often.
To give you a feel for the need right now, when I visited the shelter, there were even cats in bathrooms. We'll be right back with sports after this message created by students at Lincoln Elementary.
Some kids are smarter than you. Some kids have cooler clothes than you. Some kids are better at sports than you.
It doesn't matter. You have your thing too.
Be the kid that gets along with others. Be the kid who is generous. Be the kid who is happy for other people.
Be the kid who does the right thing.
Be the nice kid.
This message is approved by Lincoln Elementary Student Council.
Welcome back, and thanks to Lincoln Elementary for creating and approving that message. I'm Austin Erickson with your Eagle Zone Sports. Wrestling is back from a very busy weekend. The team traveled West River and defeated Rapid City Central before falling to Sturgis. After those duels, wrestlers competed in the Rapid City Invitational, where the Golden Eagles boys team had 3 wrestlers place. Mason Tremp took second in his weight class, Raiden Zenz took third, and Tate Huff placed fourth. On the girls' side, Madison Gillen took fourth, and Katrina Gibson seventh. The gymnastics team hosted schools from across the state in the Hub City Invitational. The Golden Eagles finished in 8th place. This is senior Mason Shutter competing on the balance beam. She was the top Aberdeen gymnast at the Invitational, finishing 9th in the all-around competition. The boys basketball team sits with a .500 record after splitting weekend games. It lost by 5 to Rapid City Central, but defeats Rapid City Stevens by 9. The girls' basketball season is off to a slower start after it dropped its first 2 games to the Rapid City schools. The girls' team is short in the experience category, but Eagle Zone's Cameron Olson talks with a player and coach to see what strengths the team brings. Cameron?
Girls' basketball is officially underway. Michaela Archigo is in her 2nd season as head coach.
This season, our seniors will have a little bit more experience playing at the varsity level. We'll still be a really young team looking to get some input from our underclassmen.
Even though the team is young, Archigo is eyeing some strengths she hopes to see.
We'll be a pretty quick team, I think, and I think that they have good camaraderie. They get along really well, so I think that'll help carry over to some success on the court.
I feel like we have a lot more better team chemistry and we work well together.
A lot of the times, a quick team also means a smaller team.
Our biggest challenges will be making sure that we're strong on the rebounds. We'll be a little bit shorter team all the way around across the board, so it's important for us to be aggressive on the rebounds.
Archigo has some leaders, and she is seeing who steps up this season.
Taryn Heddick brings a lot of speed to the game. Anna Malchow got on the board a lot last season, shooting from the outside. I think Sydney Evans will bring a lot of quickness on the defensive end, and Maddie Weig is another senior that we're looking to get some major contributions from. I think our underclassmen will also surprise some people this season.
If you haven't seen girls basketball play yet, January is a busy month with 4 home games.
Thanks, Cameron. The basketball teams will play Spearfish and Sturgis this weekend. The boys' team will travel, and the girls play at home. Jason?
Thanks. Now it's time for Camden Fowl's segment with Senor. This time, it's Christmas edition. Camden?
Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than Senor? Last time, Senor got 100% with ease on the sign language quiz and beat the Simmons Middle School staff. This time, we return back to Central for our final show of 2022. Let's meet our contestants. He once was a Watertown Arrow, now he's a Golden Eagle, Mr. McClemens, a 4'10" substitute teacher, an Aberdeen Christian alumni, Mr. Rohrbach, and for the first time ever, a dynamic duo tries to take on Senor, Mr. Wilkinson and Mr. Dix. As it is the holiday season, this week's topic is Christmas. We showed our contestants a picture from a famous Christmas movie, and they had to guess what Christmas movie the picture was from. For our first movie, we start off easy.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Everyone starts off strong. For our second movie, we stay easy.
Elf.
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 Elf. Elf.
And so far, nothing but perfect from everyone. For our third movie, we get a bit tougher.
I have no idea, like what? A Christmas Vacation. I have no idea.
Christmas Carol.
Rocky.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes. Roebuck and McClemens get their first incorrect, but Senor and the dynamic duo Wilkinson and Dick stay perfect. For our fourth movie, we move on to a movie that might be easy, but might be challenging.
Santa Claus. Yeah, Santa Claus.
Was it like Bad Santa or something like that?
You are horrible at this. I'll let you answer this one. You will you? Santa Claus.
Still perfect from Senor and the dynamic duo. McClemens not far behind with only one wrong. For our fifth movie, we go to our most challenging movie yet.
Santa Claus is coming to town?
Penguin's Christmas.
Rudolph.
Is this Santa Claus coming to town or something like that?
When I searched up Penguin's Christmas on Google, the first thing that showed up was to buy penguin decorations off Amazon, not a Christmas movie. It's still a battle between Senor and the dynamic duo. For our final movie, we move on to a classic. I didn't think McClemens had a chance. This is what he said about that.
I don't think you're getting this one.
No. Some really old movie that Norberg knows probably.
You can say I don't know to this, but do you know this movie? Or what clip is that from?
Wonderful Life. Everyone knows that movie.
McClemens was not wrong, but Norberg had some extra words for McClemens.
So I may be old, but he obviously does not believe in the Christmas spirit. So that to me is way worse than being old. That's my opinion. And you can tell him that when you see him.
Now let's find out our contestants' results.
Christmas Carol. Let's go with Christmas Carol again.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
A Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh! We tied!
Well, for the first time ever, we have a tie. But for Are You Smarter Than Senor, we must have a winner. In a tiebreaker, we bring both contestants together across from each other at a table. We will show them a picture of a movie selected by the team behind the scenes at Are You Smarter Than Senor? And whoever slaps the table first gets to guess. Whoever guesses right will be the winner. If both were to get a chance to guess and get it wrong, we move on to another movie. Wilkinson will be the man to compete in the tiebreaker, and Mr. Dix has high hopes for Wilkinson. Let's check out what happened.
Are you guys ready?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. That is correct.
No, what threw me? It was in color.
It was in color.
And Senor goes perfect once again and wins the Christmas edition of Are You Smarter Than Senor? And our final show of 2022. Stay tuned as we visit the elementary schools to see how elementary school staffs compete against Senor Caveney in 2023.
From all of us, the team of Are You Smarter Than Senor, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Signing off one final time in 2022, I'm Kim McDonald.
New Amsterdam?
I don't know if you guys see that or what that says. See the greatest of all time. When you're built different like me, that's what made me get awards like these.
Lexus?
New Amsterdam.
Let's go!
Come on, man!
I don't want to do this. You have my mind boggled right now. No, you have to do it. You need to cut that. I don't want to do this. You set me up for this. I refuse.
Coach Fox, you need to see things through. Okay, quitting is not an option.
E. No, that's not E. I don't. That's not E because I know what E is. An M? Isn't it? That looks like the one that I just guessed.
It's E. You said you knew E.
But he obviously does not believe in the Christmas spirit. So that to me is way worse than being old. That's my opinion. And you can tell him that when you see him.
Thanks, Camden. That's all for this episode of Eagle Zone. You can always watch our stories whenever you want by scrolling down to the Eagle Zone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sd.us.
We leave it this week with more Christmas lights, courtesy of Austin Erickson. With Eagle Zone, it's your boy, Jason Lopez Martinez.
And I'm Courtney Thorstensen. See you next week.